Nathan was 33. He worked as a sales executive for a mid-sized electronics company. He was good at his job, but he had one weakness that everyone around him knew about. He had very little patience when things went wrong. That particular morning started with a phone call from his boss, Mr. Cole, before Nathan had even left the house.
Nathan, the client meeting is at 11. Don't be late.
I won't. I'm leaving soon.
This account is worth 6 months of targets. I need you sharp.
I understand. I'll be there.
And Nathan, stay calm today, no matter what.
Of course.
He ended the call and rubbed his face. The problem was that his morning was already complicated. His mother's prescription had run out. She needed the medication today. To get the cash for it, he had to stop at the bank before the office. He checked the time, 9:20. The meeting was at 11. He had a window, barely. He grabbed his bag and walked out. The first problem arrived the moment Nathan stepped inside the bank. The queue was long, 7 people deep. The token machine near the entrance printed numbers slowly, one every 30 seconds. Nathan took his token. Number A74. The screen above the counter showed A58, 16 people ahead. He pressed his lips together and stood in line. A woman ahead of him, elderly, patient, holding her bag with both hands, turned slightly.
Long queue today.
Yes. Hopefully it moves.
It always does. Eventually.
I'm a little pressed for time.
Aren't we all, love?
Nathan's phone buzzed, a message from his colleague. Nathan exhaled slowly.
Client confirmed. Ms. Parton is bringing her full team. Don't be late.
He looked at the screen. A 61 now. The second problem arrived at 9:42. A man in a well-pressed jacket walked in, looked at the queue, all 16 of them, and simply walked past everyone toward the front counter. He stood there like the queue was a suggestion, not a rule. People in the line shifted. Someone muttered. An older man at the front looked behind him, confused. Nathan watched the man, Victor, set his documents on the counter and begin speaking to the cashier. Something tightened in Nathan's chest.
Did he just walk past the entire queue?
He did.
And nobody said anything?
People don't like conflict.
Somebody should say something.
Maybe. But how you say it matters as much as what you say.
Nathan looked at her. She was watching the counter, not him. But her words landed clearly. Victor was now speaking loudly at the counter, asking the cashier to process his transaction urgently.
I just need one thing processed. It won't take long.
Sir, there is a queue.
I can see the queue. I'm asking for 1 minute.
Everyone here needs 1 minute, sir.
I have an appointment.
Nathan felt the heat rise in him. His jaw tightened. His meeting was at 11. This man had no right. There were rules. There was a queue. 2 choices appeared in front of him, fast and clear. Choice 1, say something sharp, call Victor out, point to the queue, make the scene, win the argument, and burn energy he didn't have. Choice 2, let it go, Say nothing. Let the cashier handle it. Protect his own composure. Nathan took one step forward.
Excuse me.
Victor turned around, unhurried, unworried.
Yes?
There's a queue. It starts back there.
I'm aware. I have a time-sensitive matter.
So does everyone here.
Then we understand each other.
Victor turned back to the counter. Nathan stood still. His hands were tense. Everything in him wanted to escalate. Then Margaret spoke.
You said your part. Clearly. Politely. That's enough.
He just ignored it.
Some people will. That's not your problem anymore.
It feels like my problem.
I know. But if you keep pulling that thread, you'll unravel your whole morning.
Quietly, just to him. Nathan looked at her. She had kind eyes. Steady. Like someone who had learned this particular lesson the hard way many years ago. He took a slow breath. He stepped back. Then he walked to the security officer near the door. Calmly, without raising his voice.
Excuse me. There's a gentleman at counter 2 who came in without taking a token. Several of us have been waiting.
I'll take a look, sir. Thank you.
That was it. He had done what he could, the right way. And then he let it go. The officer walked Victor back to the queue. Victor said something sharp under his breath, but he moved.
Well done.
I almost didn't.
But you did.
Margaret glanced at Nathan. Nathan's number came up at 10:12. He walked to the counter. The cashier, Rachel, looked tired. Her eyes had the quiet heaviness of someone who had already dealt with too much before noon.
How can I help you?
Withdrawal, please. 300.
She processed the transaction. Then she paused and looked at the screen.
Sir, I've entered 500 by mistake. Let me correct that.
Nathan looked at the screen. She was right. Wrong amount. The old Nathan, the one who had woken up that morning ready to lose patience, would have sighed loudly, would have said something sharp, would have made her feel worse than she already did. Instead, he said something different.
No problem. Take your time.
I'm sorry about that.
It's fine. These things happen.
Thank you for saying that. Some people.
She stopped herself. She corrected the transaction carefully.
Here you go. 300. I'm sorry again.
Really, it's okay. You're doing fine.
She gave him a small, tired smile. The kind that costs something to give when you're having a difficult day. Nathan took his cash and walked out. He stopped at the pharmacy, got his mother's medication, checked his watch. 10:31. He had 30 minutes to reach the office. Possible, if the bus was on time. His phone rang. Mr. Cole.
Nathan, where are you?
On the way. I had a stop to make.
Miss Parton arrived early. She's asking questions.
I'll be there in 20 minutes.
Make it 15.
I'll try.
Nathan ended the call and walked faster. But something was different. His chest wasn't tight, his jaw wasn't clenched. He was moving with purpose, not with anger. He had chosen patience 3 times that morning. Each time, it cost him a moment of pride. And each time, it gave him something steadier in return. Nathan arrived at the office at 10:52, 8 minutes early. Mr. Cole met him in the corridor.
You made it.
Told you I would.
Ms. Parton is in the conference room. She's direct. She won't like being talked around.
I won't talk around anything.
He straightened his jacket and walked in. Ms. Parton was at the head of the table. Professional, composed, and clearly someone who had sat in many meetings and remembered very few of them.
Mr. Nathan, you're on time.
Just. Thank you for your patience this morning.
I don't have unlimited patience. I'll be honest about that.
Then I'll be direct. Which is better anyway?
Something in Ms. Parton's expression shifted, just slightly, like she had been expecting a different kind of person. The meeting ran 40 minutes. Nathan spoke clearly. When he didn't know an answer, he said so. When he was challenged, he didn't rush his response. He paused. He thought. He answered. At the end, Ms. Parton stood and shook his hand.
I'll be in touch by Thursday. You've given me enough to consider.
Thank you for your time.
One thing, Mr. Nathan.
Yes?
You're unusually calm for a salesperson.
I had a good morning.
After she left, Mr. Cole clapped him on the shoulder.
That went well.
I think so.
What happened to you? You seem different today.
I chose patience. A few times. And it was harder than shouting. But it worked better.
That evening, Nathan called his mother.
I got your medication. I'll drop it by tomorrow.
Thank you, love. How was your day?
Honestly? One of the better ones.
Something good happen?
Nothing dramatic. I just didn't lose my temper.
That is something good.
Nathan smiled. He put the phone down and sat quietly for a moment. He thought about the bank, the queue, Victor, the cashier, the meeting, and that, it turned out, was enough.
Patience is not weakness. It is not giving up. It is not saying nothing matters. Patience is choosing, deliberately, consciously, not to let the small frustrations consume the important moments. When something makes you angry, try this. Pause for 5 seconds. Breathe once. Then ask, is this worth my energy right now? Most of the time, the answer is no. And the energy you save, you will need it for something that actually matters. Patience does not slow you down, it keeps you whole. If this story stayed with you, Please like the video and subscribe to Jazzy English Stories. A new story is always waiting. See you there.